going on, Pokemon Go trainers? Welcome to episode 172 of Lured Up, the podcast where we take Pokemon Go way more seriously than we do ourselves. Lured Up is part of the Pokemon Professor Network, and today is Wednesday, March 24th, 2021. I'm your host, Ken Pescator, joined by my co-host, Adam Tuttle. Adam, yo. What's good, man?
How do you do? Episode 172.
I'm doing good, man. How are you?
I'm doing fabulous. We had a fun Zoom call.
Of
as
course
per
we
usual.
did.
So get in the Discord.
It was
Come
great.
hang out with us because we enjoy the more the merrier. That's all I'm saying.
No, it was. We always have good conversation, and we bring up good stuff, and we get into it. It's always fun, and my favorite part of the call is probably when I say, like, all right, kids, we're wrapping up, and it's just like, all right, wait, hold on.
One more thing.
One more story. I'll make it quick.
One more thing.
No, it's always a good time. But all right, we got some stuff to talk about this week. We have our typical gameplay recap, of course, including the end of the Charge Up event. We had Surskit Spotlight Hour, Therian Form Thundurus and Raids and Raid Hour today, and we had the start of Weather Week, so we'll touch on that a bit. A special raid weekend has been announced, and we're all going to go broke.
Bananas.
The April event update has been released, and we're going to see some new events that are going to be coming this month. April Community Day has been announced, and we knew it was coming. It's Snivy.
Dun, dun, dun.
And then finally, we'll end with Poke the Bear with the topic of AR scanning, the tasks for scanning Pokestops, gyms, that kind of stuff. But let's start with our recap. And, this is finally, this is like the culmination of everything that's been going on in March. We've had a bunch of stuff planned, and we finally got through the majority of it. Now we're at the tail end. But last week kept us pretty busy. We had the end of the Charge Up event. That wrapped up on Monday. We had the release of Tynamo, Mega Manectric in Mega Raids. We had a bunch of electric types in the wild, and eggs, and research, and raids. Evolution items were more frequently coming from gifts, so you probably don't realize it, but you should go into your inventory and delete a bunch of items, because I had something like 25 of each of the evolution items in my inventory, and I rarely use them, so I rarely scroll down that far in my inventory. And then, as I was writing the notes tonight, I was like, oh shit, that's right. I should probably look into my inventory. And I scrolled down, and then I ended up deleting, I keep 5 of everything. So I freed up 100 spaces.
Yeah, for me,
from
it's
my inventory.
It's the TMs. I have 230 charge TMs.
Yeah, it's dude,
do I really need them? Should I just delete them all?
I went through a lot of, we'll talk about it in the miscellaneous news, but I actually did a lot of cleanup over this last week because my inventory, my storage was just getting out of control, and I had to do something about it, and I just went for it. So, yeah, we'll talk about that in miscellaneous news. But yesterday we had Surskit Spotlight Hour with double catch XP. That was a good one for people that are on the XP grind. And today we had yet another Therian Form Thundurus Raid Hour. And today was also the start of the Weather Week that I mentioned. That brought us shiny, rainy cast form, and rainy and windy Pokemon like Wingull and Ducklet. And the event is kind of split in half, with the rainy portion happening now through Saturday at 10 a.m., and then windy Pokemon taking over, leading to the end of the event on Monday the 29th at 8 p.m. So, Adam, how was the last week of gameplay for you? Did you get any extra time to play, any dedicated time, or are you kind of just doing the in-between life gameplay?
In-between life gameplay. The Charge Up event was bittersweet. I had ended the night, so Sunday night, I had gotten, I think, 3 tasks of the Catch 25 electric Pokemon.
Nice.
And I didn't realize that the event had switched over. Only to be
You're
stuck.
not going to find those electric Pokemon.
Only to be stuck with those 3. And I was so sad. I eventually did find them because I had a Pikachu spawn, a Plusle, and I was like, okay, we're getting somewhere. And then I think in my research task, I think I had a couple. So I was able to get it, but it was just by sheer luck.
Yeah, well, you got to wait for those weather-based spawns too. That can help out, you know what I mean? But obviously not. You're not going to be able to do it as quick as if you could during the active Charge Up event. I get that for sure.
Yes, yeah. I was definitely pineapping my my Tynamos. My Tynamos.
Did you get enough candy to evolve up to Electros?
No.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
I got 93 candy, so
Oh, you're close,
I'm okay.
dude.
But it's 25 to evolve and then 100 to evolve again. So
So you didn't do the electric yet either?
no.
Okay. All right. Well, you're still not too far off, man. Especially if you've caught a bunch and haven't transferred them yet.
Well, you know what? I happen to have 12 rare candies.
Dude,
now they're
don't
gone.
waste
They're
frickin'...
gone. They're gone. All of them gone.
Did you just use them on frickin'...
I might even use my extra large rare candy.
Oh my god, dude!
No, I'm
you're
joking.
The worst.
I'm joking.
We also had Mega Houndoom and Abomasnow and Mega Raids. In addition to Mega Manectric, anything there? Have you done any?
I did do a couple of Mega Manectrics, so I do have enough candy to Mega Evolve.
Oh, nice. You know, and I think probably in the coming episodes we'll start some discussions about Mega Raids. I think this is worth talking about and how kind of these don't have the impact that I think Niantic or TPC had hoped for. And, you know, the great determining factor, and this is kind of the line in the sand, I always ask people, like, if you're standing in front of two gyms and one has a legendary raid and one has a mega raid, which one are you going to do? And chances are you're going to do the legendary one, right?
Yeah, especially if it's shiny.
Yeah.
There's like no contest.
Yeah. I just
Typically.
I just don't know about the mega scenarios right now. So it's definitely worth having a conversation. We'll get into it in the coming weeks for sure. What about Spotlight Hour, Raid Hour? Were you working?
Yeah. No, this one or the one for the previous one.
What the one? The what? The one? Any of them, man?
Okay, so I did Surskit.
Okay,
and that was good. I didn't get any that were like I could talk about it. Notable ones, so
it's all about the XP, man.
Okay, well, I guess I caught a few. I had my incense running the whole time, so.
Did you have a lucky egg running?
I did not. I had a star piece though.
My dude, it's an XP event, man.
Yeah, but your boy doesn't care about XP.
I know, but what's going to happen when you finally do like your ancillary tasks for leveling up, and then you're going to be held back by XP?
Yeah, then I'm fine with that though.
That's going to be
painful.
Whatever.
I'm gonna have friends. I'm gonna get best friends.
All right. Well, what was your last shiny Pokemon? Like, how long has it been? I mean, typically you would come to the show and be like, "Yo, I got this shiny,
Okay, so the last one was Tornadus. Okay, that was okay. But I just hatched one, and I didn't even get to see the animation. It just like was in my box, and I was kind of upset. I hatched a shiny Azurill.
Okay. That's fun.
Yeah, so and that was from a 5K, so it's definitely one of the ones from a event egg. So I'm okay with that.
Yeah. No, that's good. But yeah, man, I think we'll get to it in a minute. But I think there's something coming up that will get your rating, and if it doesn't, I don't know if it's possible to even help you.
No,
anymore.
Mega raids are the only raids that I do exclusively.
So we talked that we just in the start of Weather Week, right? But they did announce a special raid weekend coming to close out Weather Week, sort of. Rayquaza is coming back to 5-star raids this next Saturday, the 27th, and Sunday, the 28th. It will be appearing alongside Therian Form Thundurus. Dude, this Thundurus feels like it's been around for fucking ever. But it'll appear alongside, so it's not going to be exclusively in raids. So, you know, just be wary if you're on foot and you're traveling from egg to egg. There could be Thundurus that'll pop.
Oh, that's exciting.
Dude, in my opinion, I think that Therian Form Thundurus has already kind of
overstayed his
welcome.
Little leg welcome.
Dude, his tiny little legs. It's like, I don't know, man. I have no desire to do any more of them. I've did a shit ton. I've probably done, I don't know,
it's
30 or 40 of them remotely.
It's the sheer fact that we know that, you know, the Thundurus already, like the normal one, we already get, like, we got that shiny one. So now that we can get this one and it's not shiny, it's like, if you get one, you're fine. Like, I think I've done 3 of these, and it's like, I'm all set. I don't need to do any more. And that's me.
Dude,
just
I
caught
so
3.
many.
And that was just, I wanted to do one, And then the other two were just kind of like, yeah, I got the invite, might as well.
Well, it's it's a weird thing because we know it's going to be coming back around
As a shiny.
in 6 as a shiny.
So it's like I wouldn't waste your raid passes.
Is it a waste though?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's necessarily a waste.
Have you seen his legs? Yeah, it's a waste.
No,
you're
but
laughing. I'm not laughing.
No, I agree with you. I put a picture on Instagram, and I was like, this badass-looking picture of Therian form Thundurus, but he's got these cute little leggies, and it's like, dude, you can't look tough when you have legs that look like that. Like, come on. But no, this weekend, the 27th and 28th, will be all about Rayquaza, and it will know the exclusive move Hurricane, and of course, it will be available as a shiny. I know that wasn't necessarily called out in the announcements, but I can confirm through Niantic that it can be shiny. And, my opinion, we're all going to go fucking broke, man. I just think that people are going to go absolutely nuts rating this thing. Not only for the shinies. I mean, it's a badass Pokemon in general. Plus, it could be shiny. Plus, it knows Hurricane. Plus, it's badass. Plus, it's the shiny. You know what I mean? It's just like it has everything going for it. And there's a Mega. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, man. I think that this, every time that Rayquaza's been around, people go fucking apeshit over rating this. So I have a feeling it's going to be, the same. But Adam, the real question is will this get you rating, and will you spend like $20 on passes?
So I've already spent $20. That was when I think I got my stimulus, and I was like, I might as well dump a little into it.
You a little bit of that stimmy money into Pogo.
And I still have 925 coins, so we're doing good.
Are you buying passes? Is that what you're spending it on mainly?
Yes. I did actually buy the adventure box because I wanted some incubators.
Okay.
Don't ask me why. I just hadn't hatched
for those 5Ks, for the amazing event 5Ks.
Well, I just hadn't hatched anything in a while, so I was like, might as well throw them in there.
Shit. No, I have a feeling this is going to be a lot of fun. We talked about the increased friend space that's kind of rolling out to the game through Niantic Social. A lot of people adding people through Wizards Unite. So friends lists are growing. That just means more opportunity for remote raids. I think this is going to be pretty fucking nuts. So let us know. Let us know if you're going to be raiding Rayquaza. I'm sure you will be. There's just so much to do there. I think it's just a fan favorite. So get at it. But all right, let's move on to the next one. And this is the biggie. April's event summary. And we'll kind of run through this shit rapid fire, and then we'll unpack it.
Is this April O'Neil from Ninja Turtles?
This is April O'Neil's event lineup from Niantic. But this is, from what we know, there's extra shit is going to be added. So whenever they do these, it's never like fully complete. So, just know that there could be other stuff added. But so far it looks pretty darn good. I'm excited. We can start with the new Team Go Rocket timed research. Now, this will be a timed research, but it'll earn you another Super Rocket Radar. So defeat Giovanni in April, you get your encounter with Shadow Zapdos.
Ooh.
If you have held off on your Super Rocket Radar from March, carry that over into April, you can get a Zapdos. As soon as you complete that, this will kick in. You can get a second Zapdos. You can carry that Rocket Radar into May if you wanted to get the Moltres. So you have some flexibility here. Just because I need everything like uniform, I have to get one Articuno, one Zapdos, one Moltres just to keep everything lined up. But you have some flexibility. The research breakthrough for the month will be Male Frillish. This is a big one. This was what was Season 6 Rank 20 in GBL reward. So a lot of people did not get their hands on this. So this is going to make the collectors very happy because now they can have Pokemon to fill out the male and female Frillish forms and the Jellicent. And, the female one is in the wild, so you can stock up on candy there and use that to evolve your male one. So, same candy, different form. I like that. You didn't get your rank 20 in Season 6, right?
No, I did not.
All right, so this is your opportunity. So that works out. That's good. That's good for you. Let's see. What else we have? 5-star raids will be dominated by the forces of nature. We have Therian Form Tornadus making its debut on March 30th through April 13th. That will lead into Therian Form Landorus on the 13th through the 27th. And then on the 27th, it will kick in with all 3 incarnate forms returning. No end date there, but I'd imagine it's just going to ride out the calendar month. That just kind of makes sense. And then we see new stuff coming in for May. But we'll have to, no confirmation on that yet. Megas are also going to be shook up with a surprise, and hopefully new, because they don't clarify new, but a surprise Mega Pokemon coming on April 4th, followed by the return of Mega Gengar along with Mega Manectric. Venusaur and Abomasnow will also be rounding out the end of the month, but Adam, any predictions here on the new Mega? Will this be like an Easter thing?
Well, Easter...
Mega Lopunny?
I was literally thinking that. I'm like, Easter, bunny, eggs...
What does Mega Lopunny look like? Is it like super sexy?
Not really, no. It's just bigger. Okay. It's just bigger. I think it has bows in its ears or something like that.
Well, that's cute. All right, I'll have to take a look at that. But yeah, I think that would be that would make a lot of sense for the Mega. So we'll have to see. We also have our Spotlight Hour schedule. It looks pretty good. On the 6th, we have Baneri with 2 times Transfer Candy. Baneri, this is good because the Diggersby with XL, because Diggersby, when you build it up with Candy XL, is pretty fucking solid in GBL. On the 13th, we'll have Mankey with 2 times Evolution XP. The 20th, 420, will be Grimer with 2 times Catch Stardust. This absolutely should have been fucking Oddish.
Yeah, that's Pokemon. Mucked up.
That is mucked up. And then on the 27th, we have Finneon with 2 times Catch XP. So a non-shiny Pokemon, but they're giving us a good bonus, 2 times Catch XP. I like when they do that. Weekly raid hours will return. They're back on Wednesdays. We have no mention of those Thursday bonus hours that we saw during March. There were the 3 Thursdays that they did some stuff. No mention of that happening in April, so that's a little bit of a bummer. And finally, we do have some new events coming, and this is pretty exciting. We have the Spring into Spring event. That's going to be from the 4th through the 8th. It'll feature Chansey, Blissey, and Happiny all wearing flower crowns. That's awesome.
Happiny.
I know it's supposed to be Happiny with happy, but I say Happiny because it's fucking silly.
And you said Happiny is going to have the flower crown?
They're all going to have Chansey,
so you
Blissey,
can evolve
and
it up?
You can evolve it up.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Niantic.
I know. That's good shit.
Thank you.
Rivals Week will be next from the 13th through the 18th and will feature unreleased Pokemon. So we don't know what this means. We had a pretty good conversation about it in our Zoom call earlier, thinking like, could this be like Sock and Throw rotating? Could this be, what the hell could this be? Who are the new Pokemon? We were like looking into like all the main series games and trying to find like version exclusives or rivals, and we couldn't really make too much sense of it. So let us know what your tinfoil hat theory is here on what Rivals Week could be. That's coming on the 13th.
Well, we'll probably get a switch up from Zangoose to Seviper.
And Seviper.
I think that's like almost a certain, because it's Rivals.
Yeah, but who's the new Pokemon though? Is it Kecleon?
It's probably no.
All right, Kecleon has been confirmed for Rivals Week. No. Then following that, we have Sustainability Week. That starts on the 20th through the 25th. This is kind of, I guess, playing into the Earth Day stuff. Niantic previously had done some co-op stuff with Project Blue to do like, cleanups and all these kind of events like that. And what this event will feature is Pokemon like Grimer and Trubbish. So you can't actually get out there and get in groups and do an organized cleanup, but you can clean up some dirty, filthy Pokemon in Pokemon Go. I like that idea. Very, very cool. Some coughing?
Yeah, because they are smoggy and gross.
Oh, they're smoggy. Yeah. Okay, I got you. And then we have Friendship Day on the 24th, which has no details at all, but hopefully this will be something with increased trade distance, maybe extra special trades on that day, something like that. I don't know. Hopefully it's something around trading. I love when they expand the distance on trading, so hopefully that's what it is. And then now here's a tinfoil hat thing for you, Adam. April will end with a quote-unquote snappy event that will continue into May. Could this be a new Pokemon Snap crossover? or something that have to do with Pokemon Snap.
So I would really like to see Tracy from like Pokemon proper, but we'll probably get whatever the new trainer is from Pokemon Snap as like a surprise photo bomb.
Oh, shit. I didn't even realize. Is it Todd in the new Pokemon Snap? Is it?
It might be Todd. But or we get, I mean, this is purely tinfoil hat because, I mean, how else are they going to release Kecleon? But maybe they take away Smeargle for this little while and give us Kecleon.
See, remember, Tracy wasn't a photographer. He was a watcher. He drew.
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you're right.
So, I don't know. Maybe it'll be Todd. I don't know how they work that. But I think when they finally do release Kecleon, I'm pretty confident it'll be in Go Snapshot. Surprise photo bombs. That makes total sense. But we'll see. Also, weekly free bundles will be continuing every Monday. They will include a free remote raid pass. So 4 remote raid passes coming over the month. That's exciting. Adam, a lot to unpack here. What's your hot take? Anything here really jumping out?
Well, just with the rivalry thing one more time. Maybe our Heatmore and Durant switch as well, because those are rivals.
Okay.
So, maybe we do have like a Pokemon switch up. I think that would be really cool because then that's like, two new different Pokemon. I could see us getting
still not who's the unreleased one though.
I don't know.
Kecleon
I don't have that. I don't have that information. But I don't know. I really don't know. And then as far as everything else here, I'm looking forward to the sustainability week. I do really think that that's such a great idea.
That's creative. It's very creative.
It's honestly taking what they have and using it. And of course, if you're walking on a trail or something and you find some trash, definitely pick it up. You know what I mean? And share pictures, like AR pictures of you grabbing Trubbish and stuff. I think that would be really cool just to see, and then tag us because we love seeing that stuff.
Yeah, hell yeah. What about Giovanni? Did you got the Shadow Articuno, right?
Yes.
All right, are you gonna go for Zapdos or are you gonna hold out for Moltres?
I'm gonna go for Zapdos. I'd rather have 100 Zapdos than a Moltres. I have a 98 Moltres that I'm okay with.
Moltres is a good Pokemon, man. Moltres,
it's not as good as Zapdos. Okay. I mean, they're all good. I mean, I want Zapdos.
And male Frillish is probably good for you, right?
I'm very excited about that.
Do you see female Frillish spawning by you?
Yes, almost frequently.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
good,
no,
good,
it's
good.
nice.
So you'll have the candy.
It's almost like I open it and it's like one of my house spawns.
Dude, I've had 2 daily spawns over the past 2 weeks be female Frillish.
Yeah, I've had a lot of honestly, I've had a lot of my Tynamos have just been caught from my house. So nice. Tynamo, Froakie, Frillish, I'm getting good stuff. Even Durant.
Yeah, I've seen a lot more Durant. I've definitely seen more Froakie lately as well, which is cool. Now remember, yesterday was in between the Charge Up event and Weather Week, so we did go back to the normal vanilla spawns, but now we're in Weather Week, so it's a little bit of a switch up. But for a day we saw some unique spawns there happening, so that was fun. We have, I guess we talked about the Mega Pokemon. I guess it's going to be. Is it Mega Lopunny, right?
That's the only one. That's the only one that really makes sense. Or Audina. I mean, I don't know.
Oh yeah, Mega Lopunny looks pretty normal.
Yeah, it just looks like it's got thigh highs on, and then it looks like it's got it tied its tannish fur around its ears, so you can see its ears more.
I can imagine that's what it'll be. But what else we have? Any of these spotlight hours jump out to you? I still don't have Shiny Grimer. I still don't have Shiny Baneri, so I'm excited for either of those. Mankey I've got, but maybe they announce Shiny Finneon the way they did Shiny Miltank.
Possibly, but I mean, always the Stardust. The Stardust is what I always like. So, but again, it should have been Oddish, so no comment.
Yeah. Well, if you're excited for Stardust, then you'll definitely be excited for Snivy Community Day. And we all kind of knew this day was coming. Snivy Community Day has been announced for April. And this is not an April Fool's joke. Oh, we didn't really talk about that. They typically do something for April Fools. So I wonder what, remember the pixel stuff? You love that shit.
I want that so bad. It's like,
the
it's
8-bit.
like, cool. We have like 2 new sets of like Pokemon. Like, we have 2 new gens. And it's like, just let us see these new gens. I can
Okay.
say like, yeah, I don't need it every year, but like every other year is really nice.
Yeah, because then you have more Pokemon that are, it's not the same shit. You're actually looking at different Pokemon. All right, that makes sense. I'll allow it.
Or if they literally put like, okay, hear me out. They put literally like Missigno, missing number, whatever people want to call it, as like something that just randomly spawns. Everybody gets one, but then once it like gets off of April Fools, it just turns into like a Meltan or something.
A Ditto.
Or Ditto. That it'd just be so funny.
Oh man, I don't know. I hope they do something now. I definitely hope they do something. I like when they do shit like that. But Snivy is definitely a funky one because this Pokemon like broke the tradition of starters, shinies being released via Community Day. And I don't know, it's probably been a couple months, right? When did Shiny Snivy come out? It's been a while.
Yeah,
I think it might have been at the.
I mean, I already have the shiny, so I mean.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, but there was a ton of conversation of whether or not this was going to have a community day. I mean, and obviously it is now. It's going to be Sunday, April 11th from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. local time. Evolving up to Superior will allow it to learn Frenzy Plant. That's as predicted. A Community Day box. This is an interesting one. 50 Ultra Balls, 4 Star Pieces, 4 Mossy Lures, and an Elite Charge TM available in the shop for 1,280 Pokecoins. The $1 exclusive special research will be available. It's called Snivy in the Sunshine. That'll be in the shop. Incense will last 3 hours, and of course, the almighty 3 times catch Stardust. That's the hot shit right there. Ooh. So, Adam, a hot take on Snivy Community Day.
I'm excited. I need to link up with somebody in the community beforehand that also got a shiny Snivy and that we're best friends or lucky friends because I would just like to trade the ones I have already.
Sure.
And see if we can
for
re-roll
sure.
for a really good one before Community Day starts. So that way here I can just evolve up and get the good Community Day move. And if it's lucky, I can save a ton of money on Stardust.
Yeah.
Sorry,
yeah,
save
sure,
a lot of Stardust on Stardust,
And do you think that the previous release of Shiny Snivy is taking away from Community Day?
No.
So I'm with you.
It just allows me to like preemptively think about something like that where, okay, I have a shiny one. Who else has a shiny one? Let's see if we can re-roll these. Because you're going to get a million garbage ones that they're just going to sit in your box. So it's like trade the ones you have and try to find somebody that has one too so you can try to re-roll the stats.
So when Shiny Snivy came out, however long ago it was, I was like, this is going to fucking ruin Community Day. And I never caught the Shiny Snivy. So here we are. They announced the Community Day, and I'm like, you know what? It's not bothering me now. But that's probably only because I didn't catch the shiny. Had I caught the shiny, I might feel different. But it's not bothering me at all. I don't think it dismisses any of the fun or whatever from a Snivy Community Day because the shiny's already been released. And it's probably because it's still new, it's still fresh, and I don't have one. So that's really the best I got for that. But Superior with Frenzy Plant is not as good as other grass types like Meganium or Venusaur even. So, take that into consideration. It's not like you're going to necessarily want to build one of these things for PvP if you can just use a Meganium. What do you think of this Community Day box? 4 Star Pieces, 4 Mossy Lures. What's your hot take? Is it worth it?
Mossy Lures are definitely useful. And that's like 800 coins, something like that, right? I mean, just alone in the lures.
Right, if you were to buy them standalone, right?
Yeah, and that's it.
It's 50 Ultra Balls, 4 Star Pieces, and the Elite Charge TM.
I think that's kind of worth it. I think so because you're going to want the Star Pieces anyways, and
especially for the triple Stardust during Community Day.
And the Mossy Lures are just going to attract evolved grass Pokemon. to get even more Stardust. So yes, go for this one.
Interesting.
That's my hot take on it. You wanted my hot take. I'm going to throw my hot take at it.
No, that's good. I mean, I think that, the fact that they're changing up the contents of these boxes, it's a good thing, because a lot of times it's just like, dude, I don't want this shit, but this is usable stuff. So I could dig. And pretty much we've talked about this before, but if you put bonus Stardust on any event, it makes that event desirable, right? Like, I mean, so even if people aren't into Snivy or have the shinies already or whatever, they're going to play for the fucking Stardust, right? Like, this is huge.
Yes, for sure. It's huge.
It's huge. All right, well, that was the front half, man. I think we could take a little break because...
Ooh, I need to take a sip of coffee. I am like... I'm tired.
I know.
Getting there.
And I do need to, while we take this break, I do need to open gifts because it's 5 minutes to midnight and I have not opened my gifts for the day. And if I don't get that in, I'll be mad at myself. So let's take a little break. When we come back, we will read some listener email and then we will poke the fucking bear. You ready to do that?
I am so ready.
All right, we'll be back right after this. We're back.
We are
from
back.
Our break. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. All right, little housekeeping to get through before the ass of the show. Remember, this podcast is powered by Patreon. Please check ours out over at patreon.com/Pokemon Professor, where you can support this show for as little as $1 a month. And that $1 will get you access to our patron-exclusive Discord, which is a fantastic place filled with fantastic people. And I want to give a huge shout-out to our show supporter tier patrons, Ace Trainers, Adrock, Alex, Andrew, Brian, Brittany, Chad, Carol, Chris, Cody, Eric, Garrett, G-Stacks87, Griggle788, Harry, Heracross Boss, James, J. Mackle, Jolt Switch, Justin, Ken, Lynchbot, Malachi, Mike, M. Pitts, PokeNabBot, Purple Pancakes, Ricky, Sam, Smeatwad, The Joker, The Noise, Woodwoos Wolf, and upping their patronage this week, Jason. Thank you so much. We really appreciate it, and welcome to the show supporter tier. We appreciate it so much. A huge shout to our gym leaders, Absolutely Ryan, Dig Dug Rob, Jamal, JD Mojo Jojo, Magikarp Diem, MD, Talon, Tish, and TN Comics Wiz. And of course, thank you and lots of love to our executive producer, Paul Bott. If Patreon isn't your thing, there's still a couple other ways you can help us out. If you're listening on YouTube, you can subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. If you're listening via a podcast service like Apple Podcasts, you can take a moment to leave us a review. And our merch store is open, PokemonProfessor.com/merch. All right, a little bit of miscellaneous news here. We talked about this on our Discord call. The India Wayfarer Challenge will be wrapped up by the time you hear this, and it looks like we're only going to hit the first of 3 reward tiers. So the tiers were if 3,000 way spots were added, that was tier 1, tier 2 was 5,000, tier 3 was 8,000. So we're only hitting tier 1. It might have been 3,000. I think it was 3,000, which is like increased chances of Smeargle appearing for those that were involved. So not too exciting a reward, but it is what it is. But good job to everyone that took part. I mean, it'll probably be 4,000 stops added to the game when this is all said and done. So that's still really, really awesome. We actually have 2 listener emails, but I'll read one now and one in a moment.
But hold on. But
this one,
real quick, while we were on break, while you were opening up gifts,
yes,
I just sent you a picture. I just caught a shiny.
Did you really? What? A fucking Abra. Wow.
How random is that?
That is very random. That's very random.
and to be honest, I've also caught just something super side note here. I've caught 2 evolved Hypnos recently, and they're both like 96, 98.
Huh. Dude, I love the evolved forms in the wild. I fucking love that shit. That's so exciting. That just makes it better. So I hope that continues and only increases in volume. But this first email we have is from Sir Amanda. It's long as shit, so we're not going to read the whole thing. I will summarize the top of it, and then I'll read the last paragraph. But Pretty much what Amanda is saying is that has a local gym that she's constantly battling, and she would see the same people in gym every week, but never knew who these people were. Would go back and forth. They would flip it. She would immediately knock them out. Sorry, not sorry kind of thing. But I'll read the last paragraph. She says, this morning, I checked the nearby raid situation and saw that in 30 minutes, a 5-star egg would hatch by the church. Sweet. So I gathered a crew of people to do the raid. I got in my car and hopped over to the church. I sent out invites like normal. I was chilling in the lobby screen and noticed that there were more than 6 people already in the lobby. I scrolled over and saw that the 2 Instinct players were in there. Those are the 2 Instinct players she was saying she was dueling with the gym in. And she looked around the tiny parking lot, and sure enough, in the corner, she saw a lone silver car parked. She drove over and introduced herself, and they exchanged numbers and contact info on Discord, and found out that they live right around the corner, so they could possibly meet up and do trades or even occasional weekend church raids. They could see it from their house without needing to be in the gym. And it took forever, but she finally met her gym neighbors. So that's a pretty awesome
fantastic
story. And it's cool that you got like little friendly competition going on and cross-team action, and you're able to kind of connect on Discord and coordinate. It's always good to have local trainers, and it's great to meet new people. Like, I play in probably 4 or 5 different communities in my area that all have like the usual suspects, the same people that have been playing since launch. And whether, if I go to Red Bank, I see the same Red Bank people. If I'm playing in my hometown of Howell, I see those people. If I'm in Long Branch, I see all those people. And every so often, like, a new person shows up, and it's very exciting. That really gets me, fired up, because I love when people come back to the game or play the game for the first time. It's just always a good vibe. So Amanda, that's freaking awesome. Just don't take their shit. And if you see them in the gym, knock them out immediately. Don't even look at how long they've been in there. If they were in there for 30 seconds, good. Take their asses out and turn that shit red. That's all I'm saying. Let's get into Poke the Bear, Adam. This is a good one this week. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Let's poke the bear. All right, on Twitter, I asked, AR scanning is the topic, and I said, what are your thoughts on AR scanning in Pokemon Go? What motivates you to scan or not to scan? Is it free work for Niantic, or are you excited to drive the tech forward? A lot of mixed reviews here, a lot of different opinions. So we'll go through them here. I really enjoyed this topic. I thought there was some really great conversation. And by the end of it, there's definitely a bunch of consistent themes that have come through. And then I'll give my feedback at the end. So first one from Pet Shop Chick. She says, I can't stand it. I'm in the berry and ball pool, and I don't need or want any more berries, and the couple balls aren't worth it to me. So I completely get this. Now, in the past, and this changed just yesterday, but before there was 2 different pools. You had, or 3 different pools. You had one that would give you encounters, so it was like Dratini encounters or Scyther encounters. It was great to get the dragons. People were loving that. Then you had a pool that would give you Pokeballs, and then there was one that would give you berries and Poffins. So doing it for the Poffins was awesome. But if you were in the berry pool, it was like the motivation was really low. Now everyone has been moved to the same pool, and it's balls and Poffins. So now is the time where if you thought the rewards weren't worth it, do it for the fucking Poffins. This is a premium item that costs 100 Pokecoins. Like, this is great to get this shit for free. But I digress. We'll continue. Just Jack says, I've scanned 1. I felt really weird walking around an inanimate object in public and filming it, so I won't scan another one unless there's absolutely nobody around.
I feel that on a personal level.
Dude, especially like you look weird enough playing Pokemon Go. People are like, yo, why is this dude filming a fucking mailbox? Why is this guy filming a little free library? Why is he so concerned with it? So yeah, I totally feel that. Purified Podcast. So Taco Zone writes, at first it was a neat feature with good rewards, but the time aspect, how long it takes to do, is the problem. I think if the rewards are a bit more enticing, people would be more inclined to do them. As it stands, it's just a task that overrides event tasks. So that makes sense. A lot of people will get an AR task and just keep it in their task list so they don't get others and it doesn't fuck with, anything else. Just stays there. I understand. I get it. Next one, Adam from New Zealand says the Poffins are well worth it. 10 balls could be ultra, though. Upping the rewards a bit is all it needs. Maybe just give us 50 coins. Ooh. Yo, if they gave coins, forget it. Like, what if they give you 5 coins or 10 coins? Would that be worth it to you?
Well, if they gave 5 coins, but you could only redeem it twice to give us 10 coins, that's like it's not a heck of a lot, but it's something.
I think if they gave you an additional potential to get 50 Pokecoins a day, like 10 each scan, I think that would be fucking awesome. I would absolutely track down 5 AR mapping tasks to get an additional 50 Pokecoins a day. Fuck yeah, I'd be all over that shit. All over it. Next, Grookey Trainer says the rewards seem decent sometimes, but since I've been at home most of the time, whenever I do go out, it's too much work to consistently do in an efficient manner. That makes sense. It stops your gameplay.
Yes.
Like you have to stop what you're doing and kind of focus on this. And we talked about this in a Zoom call as well. It's a very resource-heavy process. So it's like if you have another app running in the background, your phone will fucking melt, or crash the game or it's very resource laden. So you kind of have to, anytime I do a scan now, I close out all my apps, including Pokemon Go, reopen it so it's on a fresh boot cycle, and then I'll do my AR map because it's just if there's anything open, it just fucking struggles. Next one from Lachlan says, I can now get Poffins, so I am now AR scanning. Last I did it via Pogo in December for the Abomasnow Mega Energy. A Poffin was worth it for me spending 30 seconds recording stops and gyms. So now we're starting to see the trend with the responses of it all really being about the rewards. And we've said that from the beginning. This one from Huckanus. Huckanus? I'm just going to call him Huckanus. I would love to have done it more, but they removed the Dratini Skarmory encounters from the rewards. They changed it. The AR scanning quest went away like 2 days ago and came back yesterday. Now the rewards are all the same. 10 balls, 5 Great Balls, or a Poffin. No more encounters, incense, or TMs. So I kind of like the balls and Poffin pool. So this kind of incentivizes me more, but obviously for Huck over here, it's kind of upsetting. He wanted the Dratini Skarmory. I mean, people will still need dragons, so it makes sense. This one, Go for Big Fudge, says, give an incense and that's it. I will do AR mapping tasks for an incense. I won't do it for a Poffin or 5 Great Balls.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
Great Balls. Stop with that. This next one is coming from NATO Mom 62. I literally keep one AR task in my research list, same one since this started, so I only get regular field research task spinning stops. They are beyond annoying to me. I've had the same Ultra Ball quest for a while too, so I feel that as well.
I think 99% of people, this is how they deal with AR tasks. They just leave the one in there and never give it a second thought.
Yes, like that's literally me to a T. Chris B writes in and says, I don't do it because I'm afraid they might remove gyms that shouldn't be there. Need all the gyms.
I'll touch on this when at the end, but keep going.
Okay. Steady Eddie 00. Well, for me, it got me my dragons when I saw none in the wild. Otherwise, I don't like AR scanning because I done enough AR scanning portals in Ingress. I have my Onyx Shout badge.
Yeah, well, see, that's great. I mean, because this is definitely a thing. If you played Ingress, this has been in Ingress for a long time. So I think February of 2020, maybe, or something like that, they added the scanning to Ingress. So it's been around for a while.
All right. The next one's coming from Josh Owens Win. I don't care about doing work for Niantic. It's all about the rewards for me. Needing Dratini for the Mew research motivated me to do some, but going forward, I'd need some premium items to carry on doing it. Maybe fast track my Wayfarer nominations as an incentive. That's reasonable.
I love this.
That's
I love
reasonable.
this idea. It's a tie into Wayfarer because this is map based. I love that fucking idea. That's good stuff.
Next one's coming from Grimmer. My app crashes every time I have tried. I'd do it for incense if it worked.
I'm telling you, man, it makes phones fucking melt.
The next one's coming from Lucy Silver. It's still largely impractical for me. I've usually got a small child or two with me, and really I'm out specifically for Pokemon Go. Usually just playing as I'm out doing things or going somewhere as is. I'm not stopping. Plus ours asks for scans of other stops elsewhere.
I've heard that too. Where it's like it's trying to get you to scan somewhere else besides the one you spin. It's kind of funky. I've never seen that, but I've heard people talk about that.
I've heard people talk about it. Next one's coming from Dillbot, version 2009. As a young adult male, I choose never to do AR tasks. I don't want it to look like I am recording people or look suspicious. Just not worth the risk of the rewards. Makes sense.
It does make sense.
Yeah.
It does make sense.
Sue, Herm's Ninja. If Niantic wants to pay me hourly rate, billed in 6-minute increments, of course, I'd be happy to do their work for them. Until then, nope. I really like that one.
I know that's well put together. All right, and that was all from Twitter. I've got an email here. This one was very long. It's from Sea Princess. And she had responded on Twitter going like, oh, I've got thoughts about this, but I have to put it in an email because it won't fit on Twitter. And I'll just kind of, sum up what this is all about with the top of her email. It says, these scans add a big benefit to Niantic. We're helping them build an asset database that significantly increases the value of their company and helps them get other IP for new games. But those scans do absolutely nothing for us beyond a pittance of in-game rewards. If the scans are of that valuable to their bottom line and the future of their company, they need to pay real dollars to a street team, possibly assembled through their games, to build a database of scans. Okay. So we've got a lot of feelings here. And, Sea Princess, thank you for writing in. It's definitely a whole huge thing. And, you're definitely well thought out here of your feelings. But looking at all this stuff kind of from the 20,000 foot view, there's a couple different positions here. We've got people saying they're doing free work for Niantic, right? And I completely understand. You're scanning for the game, but like, what does it really do for the trainer? And I think the problem here is Niantic never communicated why you're doing this. We know they want to build an AR map of the world, but what is it really doing? What does it really do to help the trainer? Now, I think of the HoloLens demo that John Hankey put out on Twitter, a couple weeks ago, right?
Yes.
Where it shows Pikachu walking around and all that. Now, let's say you have, a park. And there's a picnic table, and there's stairs, whatever it may be. And there's where the Pokestop is, and you scan that area. So to the trainer, it only seems like the benefit is going to be whatever the reward is. All right, here's 5 great balls. Thank you for your hard work, right?
Yeah.
But in actuality, what's happening is you're scanning and helping them build that GPS anchored map of the world in AR. Well, why does that matter to the trainer? The communication's been shit. But what that means is when you're putting a Pokemon in that space, whether it's for Ghost Snapshot or for something that's unreleased, the game then is able to recognize where things are. So if you're looking at like a staircase and you map the staircase as part of the AR scan, it will then assist the Pokemon to be able to stand on those steps because it's recognizing in the matrix, in the numbers and the zeros and ones, that there is stairs there that have that shape in relation to GPS. So there is an actual relevancy of doing this to the trainer. And that's because when they place a Pokemon in those spaces, the Pokemon will then have better behavioral patterns because it knows where and what things are. The problem is people aren't using AR like that, and the capabilities of the game, there just isn't an application to benefit from this just yet because we're in the process of building it. But you're either in or you're out when it comes to, I don't want to do free work for Niantic. The people that I know, myself included, that do take part in these AR scans, they're saying, hey, I will put in the work for Niantic because I want to drive this tech forward, and I know that the trickle-down effect of this will come to the game at some point, and it'll benefit from the work of the community. I kind of like that.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Or to think
I'm not necessarily, it's like I'm not just doing this for Niantic's sake. I'm doing this for the future of the game's sake, because now they're going to be able to develop the game in different ways to allow a further penetration. I said it, I'll say it again, penetration of AR technology. I think that's super important. So try to look at it like that. All right, the next one, the rewards suck. That's the next big rebuttal. I feel you on this. I've been saying this from the beginning. They need to incentivize this with better rewards. I think a Poffin is definitely worth it. Obviously the encounters were great.
Yeah, I wouldn't have them, normally.
And there's plenty of people that, stock up on fucking Poffins by doing this. I mean, Coops the Casual put out a video and he's like, look, everyone, you could film your fucking feet and get a free Poffin. It's like, dude, it's fucking terrible, but it works. You know what I mean? It's like, so the rewards are important here. I would not necessarily do this for 10 Pokeballs or 5 Great Balls. But a Poffin, absolutely. A Dratini encounter, if I need a dragon,
absolutely.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Like, definitely. But
it's like, Niantic, help us help you. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Make it worth our time. Make it definitely worth our time. Man, I would love this would be Pokecoins. That would be fucking insane.
That's all it would take for everybody. You'd see like 20 people standing at a stop trying to scan it.
I know. But I really have no like true rebuttal for this because if the rewards suck, the rewards suck. That's the incentive. The next one, removing waypoints. This one was interesting, and I actually got some really good feedback from our community on the Discord call earlier, because people are concerned that if you scan a Pokestop, Niantic is going to look at the GPS and say, "Oh shit, the town clock that they just scanned is supposed to be 20 feet down the road, but they couldn't have that in there because it's in a different S2 cell, and now they're going to know, so they're going to remove it." That's not the case. That's just not what's happening here. Completely two different systems. But why do people think like that? And I found out a reason just today. So apparently when AR scanning went live in Pokemon Go, that same week, there was like a pretty significant update to the Wayspot and Wayfarer system, which caused a lot of things to shift and move in Wayfarer, including the removal of bad stops and relocation of like change, location requests. It all happened at the same time. So people thought that the things that had moved or been removed were a result of the AR scanning, when in actuality, it just coincidentally happened at the same time frame. So it made sense that people were concerned with that, but it's not the case. If you scan something, even if it's fucking, nowhere near where it should be, it's not going to be removed because of the scan. It might be removed for another reason. It was reported, whatever it may be, but it won't be removed because of the scan. That's important. So don't let that stop you. As you can see here, I'm very pro AR scanning, so I'm trying to just sell you on why you should be doing this stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, sell me harder.
The next one, being a creeper by filming or being awkward. I definitely can't help you here either, because this one is true. I was in the park the other day, and there's a wooden sign that says "Welcome to Marine Park," and I'm walking laps around it, just scanning it. You know what I mean? So it's like,
there's a family pointing at Ken, like, what is he doing?
Yeah, why is he filming? Is he on drugs?
Yeah, someone call the cops. He's doing suspicious things.
Yeah, but it also, you can look really weird, especially if there's people walking around and you're out there filming. Now, if there's people, if there's cars, if there's, an animal walking by, none of that stuff is really going to ruin your scan. So don't think that it has to be like a scan that only includes the stop and nothing else. It could be a 2D thing. It could be like a piece of wall art that you can't walk 360 degrees around. So as long as you're moving when you're scanning, it's going to register it. But let's say you're in a park or in an open place and there's people around and all that good stuff. While it might not ruin the scan, it may really make you feel awkward because, people are going to think that you're filming them. So you have to take that in consideration, take the good with the bad. But I completely understand that. And the dude was like, as an adult male, it's like, I can see what you're saying, man. There's like kids in the park and you're out there fucking like holding your phone up, like waving it in front of them. Like, it makes total sense. It makes total sense. Let's see. This next one I put here for rebuttal. It breaks up your gameplay. And I definitely agree with this one. You have to stop and do it dedicated. And like I said, close out all the apps.
What about the Go
do
Plus?
All this shit. I disconnect everything because I want the data to be clean and true and not interfered by anything else. I've had trouble trying to upload, not on Wi-Fi, but trying to upload if I have anything else happening, any other application running, anything at all. So I just close everything out and just dedicate the whole device's memory to just doing the scan. So that kind of sucks. And when you do the scan, you do have the ability to upload it later. So you could do it when you get home on Wi-Fi, but you won't receive the reward. You don't receive the reward till you upload. So you're going to want to do the upload on the spot, but then you have to turn everything off. It's a pain in the ass. Like I have to close Discord because like I'll always have Discord running in the background because that's my coordination, for Pogo. So, it's definitely, it breaks the immersion because you have to like stop and do this like a dedicated task. So again, I validate that one as well. And then another one that I hear that I didn't write here that I just thought of was the fact that it is exceptionally resource and data heavy. So if you're uploading this without Wi-Fi, you're going to use a lot of fucking data to do so. So just be aware that you can scan multiple things and, upload them later. Just upload them once you hit a Wi-Fi network or something like that. But I really, really, really encourage everyone to give this a shot. It really benefits the game in a way that you're not going to see right away. This is definitely a long play. So you just have to buy into that. You have to realize that this is for the greater good. Yeah, is it benefiting Niantic? Sure. Anytime you interact with this game, it benefits Niantic. This is just a different way to interact with the game, but it's the real world element that it's improving upon. And ultimately, I want to be able to have AR PvP battles or AR raids or AR gymming, anything like that. But
AR remote raids?
Dude, yeah, let me be like I'm there. You know what I mean? Like, I think that would be fucking awesome. But the game needs to learn. And when it comes to this stuff, the scan is only as good as the last scan because it's capturing real-time actual data of what's there and when.
The last scan standing.
The last scan standing. So I just think it's very important that everyone gets involved in this. I'm really hoping that Niantic will do a better job of communicating why you should be doing this and how it impacts the game and how it impacts each individual trainer. Because there's a lot of good stuff happening here. It just hasn't been communicated, so I don't knock the people that have these preconceived feelings about it because no one's ever told them. They just said, "Hey, you can AR scan now. Here's a 5 great balls," and that was it. So lots of different reasons people aren't doing it. Hopefully, I'm sold you on why you should be doing it. I just honestly think that this is going to benefit the game in the long run and drive the technology forward. Embrace that. Embrace the fact that you're involved in the mapping of the world. Embrace the fact that you're involved in driving this technology forward through Pokemon Go. That's the coolest part.
You shall be known as the AR map pioneers.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I just think it's very cool. I want to be a part of that.
Jump aboard the SSN. Let's take this journey together.
It's going to sink. We're going to be doing AR mapping at the bottom of the ocean.
Hey, that's okay. It flips upside down. You just go up to the top. And then
So,
you've caught
Adam,
a ton of water Pokemon. You got this.
Have you done any AR mapping?
I did one.
What if they made a medal to track your progress?
That wouldn't drive me to do it.
Really?
Really?
See, I love building medals. I want to see numbers go up.
You're a sucker for Smucker's Jam, but no.
I honestly think that if they put a medal behind this, that more people would do it. I honestly do.
I think if they put better rewards behind it, I think people would do it. I honestly do.
So, but a Poffin doesn't do it for you?
No.
What about, I don't know, what else? What's the next step
50
up?
Ultra Balls.
What about
make
a star
it
piece?
Absurd.
Star piece.
Okay.
Yeah?
Stardust is the one thing you can't buy. Star pieces are the one things you can buy that help you.
Okay, well,
get the one thing
if it's
that you
Stardust,
can't buy.
though, what's the amount of Stardust to make it worth it? 1,000?
15 or 1,500.
Oof.
Not oof. You're taking. You're like, okay, so calculate how long does it actually take? Okay, let's just say from start to finish, you have to close out all your apps. Okay, so there's like a couple seconds. You have to reload the game. That always takes a couple seconds, and then you get into the game. And
it's like 5-6 minutes.
Okay, so you do all that. Okay, so how many Pokemon could you have caught during that 5-6 minutes?
Yeah, but
no.
Don't compare it to that.
I'm comparing
don't
it to
compare
that.
it.
It's time. It's time, and you are losing time away from your life. So you need to make it worth it. What are you going to use that? Like you'd use all that Stardust on something. Okay, so it's time that we are taking in our lives that we're not exercising. We're just standing there, walking around in a circle. Just hear me out.
I'm listening, dude. My mouth is shut.
It's just not worth it. If they want us to do this, it needs to be a gargantuan reward.
10 Pokecoins up to 50 a day just from scanning. Would you do it?
Yes, 100%. I would actually make it a point to do that. Because
single use regular incubator.
Yes.
Okay.
Because
right.
I hatch eggs all the time. So if I can get a whole bunch of single use incubators, I'm all over that. Give me something that I can use. Don't give me a couple Ultra Balls. Don't give me a couple Great Balls. Potions, throw that away. Berries,
but you're
throw
not
that
looking
away.
at it at all from the technological standpoint or driving AR forward or the benefits.
Time. No, seriously.
Dude, I'm not knocking you. It makes sense. I think that
if I'm going to take my time to do this, it needs to be very worth it.
Dude,
there has to be
agree.
A good reward.
I agree that this is you're very valid points here, and I think that you're definitely aligned with 90% of the community. I'm definitely the minority here, but
yes,
the people
it's exciting to want to be part of this, but
you need more incentive.
There has to be more incentive because we are taking our time.
Yeah,
and for a lot of people,
agree.
like we read, like they don't have the time, or they might not put in the time because it is awkward. So for those that do put in the time and the effort, they should be rewarded.
Yeah.
It's like if you put the work in, you get the good stuff.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
All right. Well, everyone, let us know where you stand on AR mapping. Is this something you're going to do? If you've never done one before, have I convinced you to at least give it a try? They already did.
They already let us know. We have a whole bunch of Twitter responses.
The people on Twitter let us know, dude. We only have a few thousand people that follow us on Twitter, and we have way more than that listen to the show. So I know that there's...
Well, then, yes, write in, email us.
Yes, exactly.
Tag Ken and just be like, yo, we need better rewards. That's all you got to say.
Don't
do anything else. Just
email me info@luredup.com or write in or text in 732-835-8639. But
just
Adam,
text
on that
better
note,
rewards.
That's just get over the rewards already. Just do it for the fucking great
No!
for the love of the game.
Never!
Do it for Pikachu, damn it.
You shall never.
Oh, Adam, that's a show, man. We did it.
We did?
Yeah, that was just.
I thought we were just starting. Didn't we have a raid guide and battle party?
Did we hit record?
Oh, shoot.
Thank you so much, everyone, for checking out the show. We really appreciate it. Check out luredup.com for everything we have going on with the show, PokemonProfessor.com for everything that's going on with the network. Email us, connect with us on social media. We definitely want to hear from you. Keep a lookout for Lured Up Creator Series coming out next week with Reversal. Had a really good time talking with him. I've got a bunch of these lined up through April, so we're going to have some really cool guests with various styles of content creation and various sizes of audience. It's always fun. And Adam, if that's it, I believe that would be in fact it.
It's always it.
Keep training, trainers. Thank you so much. We'll see you next week.